Everybody's all doing?
Sweet.
Before I address the crowd, I'm not going to take the piss out of you, I promise. You know the Germans? I'm actually afraid of it. Yeah, no, my face kind of, it's very misleading. I'm actually only 20, by the way. A lot of people think I'm older, and also another misconception as well, the fact that I think, a lot of people think I actually, hang on a sec here, I've come across as gay for some reason, but as I'm saying the statement, I just realised my t-shirt looks like it just says cock in red. It kind of stands out a bit. Another thing as well, I not have the comb over, but no, I'm not from Geordie Shore. Total fun over, no, alright, so fuck off. Yeah, I'm originally from Kilbarrack. It's a lovely place, besides the break-ins, the joyridings, the occasional granny muggins, the occasional dog being set on fire. If anybody asks you in Kilbarrack to want to see a hot dog, they're not talking about the processed cylinder. Look the fuck away and don't look back. Alright. Now in Kilbarrack, I live on the border of Kilbarrack, and it's between Raheny and Kilbarrack. Now Raheny's a very nice place, and Kilbarrack's kind of, a shithole, made it out to be. My ma swears down that I live in Raheny, and the way she does this is because after a meal of a dinner party, she takes out the cheese board. Now, I don't know if any of you have familiar with the cheese board. Now, the cheese board is a selection of exotic cheeses from various places of the world and some fag wang. But if you ever look at the cheese board, now I've looked at it with, Kilbarrack guys, it's a load of bollocks, basically. You look at the cheese board, right, and it's got this thing called brie. Now, a lot of people are familiar with brie because brie tastes like melted snow. It's like the one child in your class decided, who picks his nose and eats it, decided to become a dairy farmer. Also, there's another thing on the cheese board is the blue cheese. Now, the blue cheese is cheese with mould running through it. I don't know how the fuck that's fancy now in a way, because blue cheese with mould going through. I've got a loaf of Brennan's batch I found on the radiator 6 weeks ago. It's got a bit of mould going through. You can have that as well now. It tastes like shite, basically. Honestly. But a Kilbarrack cheese board and a Raheny cheese board is a bit different, because a Kilbarrack cheese board is different in this way. It's got, a big lump of cheddar cheese, keeping it safe, possibly Cracker Barrel if you're feeling anxiety. A piece of Tux, packet Tux going on there, and a bottle of Jacob's Creek bought down the centre for £6. That's basically it. We're not very, we're very simple folk down there, But unfortunately, I moved to Lusk recently. Is anybody from Lusk here? Aww. Exactly. It's a farming community. Living down in Lusk, moved there recently 8 years ago. And living in Lusk, you pick up a few farming techniques there. Farming techniques being you stick the sheep's back legs in the welly boots so they can't run away. It leads to a few bruised shins, but for fuck's sake, it's worth it. They're a bit backwards down there. You go down there and fucking hell, you go into the veg shop and you ask for sweet potatoes to give you a pack of Roosters spuds and a pound of sugar. That's how they get fancy there. What the fuck? That's too exotic for my taste now. Definitely. You go in there and you ask for pineapples, they think they're fucking apples that fell from Christmas trees. Think about it. I think peas are fucking exotic, yourself. There's a lot of builders going down in Lusk. There's a lot of buildings. There was 300 people there about 15 years ago. Now there's 10,000. A lot of Polish. A lot of people. No offence to the Polish people. They're marvellous people, kurwa mash and all that shit. But still, never mind. But a lot of builders. And I think the builders. You get a group of lads down there and they're all hot and sweaty. I'm not gay, honestly, but it's not. It's misleading. A lot of builders down there, and a lot of lads move together. It's like, one was the alpha dog, and he's the big chap with the moustache standing there in the height of his jacket going, well lads, let's go to work, smell a bow off and he shows my power. Still, you get a group of lads there, you see a girl walking down the road, and you see a nice little fine girl there with her mini skirt up to here possibly, and her boot shoe hanging out, and they say in the most elegant words, they go, Jesus love, your fucking tits are massive. And you're like, yeah, but you ever see a girl, has it ever worked for lads like, builders, and you see builders standing there and they're like, they give all that. Has a girl actually ever fallen for a builder when they do that? Like through the eyes of a builder, picture this, you see her walking down in there fucking with her handbag and her Gucci and her Gucci handbag stuff on the road. And she goes, well, I'll show you the scene of this is how it happened. It was a nice warm July evening and I saw him walking down the road. And as his arse crack gleamed in his shirt, and as he commented on my fine cleavage and my tampon hanging out the edge of my legs, my fishnet tights having more holes than they should be, and I said to him, he said, I love your tits, and I knew for then he'd be forever mine. But the reason we moved to Lusk is because my dad, because my ma got married recently to a builder. irony's a bitch, isn't it? But yeah, no, seriously, it's fucking great crack, really, honestly. So, but I'm going to London next week. It's a fine place. Now, I love London. London's a great place, but it does scare the bollocks out of me. They are pretty scary people over there. I remember being 17, walking through Harrow Road, which is a pretty dodgy area in London. Or walking through my friend, and actually it was my cousin, honestly, I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm afraid to be related to her because she's a bit of one of them people from London. She bathes in Fanta. You know, them people. But she's walking on the road with her Blackberry blasting these fine new tunes, and she's strolling down the high street, you know, and these tunes. We stop at the bus stop and we're walking. You know, obviously, as I said, I look about, 43. No, I'm not Benjamin Button, don't it's not a condition, I just look like this, I smoke heavily, you know. But still, anyway, I'm going to London anyway, and it's great crack. When I stopped at the bus stop and these lads were, these lads appeared out of a dark corner of the bus stop with their hoods over their faces. All I could see was their nose, and they said to me, they go, "Alright, bloody, there's a banging tune on your phone here, you want to say that to me Bluetooth telephonically, yeah?" And I said, "Sorry." my cousin translated for me and goes, he wants the song on my phone, he wants to send it through Bluetooth. I said, "Oh, that's fine, that's grand, yeah, that's okay. So we stand there, we proceeded to stay at the bus stop, and I had my bag of drink, which consisted of 2 bottles of Wicked, as you do, and as I do as the straight man I am. Anyways, as I was saying, so we're sending the Bluetooth thing, and after a few minutes going by, I'm hoping, Jesus, I hope to fucking Christ they don't stab me now if I send the wrong song. But anyways, we sent along, right, and we were getting on the bus stop, and I thought it was grand, like, Jesus, crisis averted and all that stuff. And he turns to me, he looks at the bag of drink, goes, "Alright, lad, trying to get too drunk, yeah, on that fucking Wicked, yeah?" I mean, my straightest man with my witty, going up to hear my witty humour, and I stood there with the straightest voice I could possibly muster, went, "It's alright, we're sharing." But I love about Britain, I love the fact that it's actually the Scottish people in Britain, because I love Scotland. I've seen Braveheart 17 times, it's amazing. But I remember I was at a session once, and for our German friends there, a session in Dublin terms is, you go back to and have a few cans at someone's house. I'm not talking about squash sessions, because look at me, I'm a chain smoking asthmatic. I think about fucking running them out of breath, honestly. But I was talking to this Scottish lad at a session before, right? And he was telling me, I was talking to him actually, I said, we were talking about places where you've been barred from, trying to be the mad lads here, and I was like, Jesus, I got barred out of a pub there, everyone's acting a maggie. He goes, "Yeah, I got barred from Belfast. I got barred from the whole town of Belfast." I said, "How the fuck did you manage that?" Well, let me tell you, as if nothing happened, he said it as a casual thing, as if this happens on a weekly basis. He goes, "I got into it out with people over Monday, right?" He was in Belfast, and he said to me, he goes, "You're in fucking Belfast, like, you can't get me, you're in fucking Glasgow." Jesus, making bollocks out of this joke. But I said, "You're in fucking Glasgow, you're not going to get me in Belfast." So what does he do? He gets the first flight over to Belfast, right? Goes to B&Q, testing out the pickaxes, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good swing on it. Oh, hey, that'll do. So he goes over to your man's house and breaks the door down, right? And ruffle appears afterwards. I said, "Jesus, what did you do afterwards after you'd done that?" And he goes, "What else could you do? After kicking the shit out of somebody, my fucking hands were sore and everything. I had 3 hours from me flight, and I went to the fucking Titanic Museum. That's all you can do in Belfast. Fucking stroll through what? Piece of machinery over there, right? Oh, hey, oh yeah." But the thing about Irish people, I have to love about us Irish people is, I was actually asked to do this joke now, because it's too true. When you're Irish, right, tea is a big thing of Irish culture. And tea, you never feel the right way about someone when you realise they don't drink tea. It's a bit of an awkward moment now, isn't it? And you're standing there, and now Irish people, we hold a calm appearance, and we're like, "Oh, yeah, we're alright, George. We're actually shitting inside. We don't know what else to offer you. Like, we think, okay, coffee, and like, "Oh, Jesus, it's 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to be fucking up all night." She's like, "Oh, okay, alright, Jesus, well, what else can we offer?" You're thinking, I don't know what to offer. Fucking hell. You're doing a mental inventory of the checklist of the fridge, and you're thinking, okay, what else do I have in the fridge? Look at the milk. No, that's for the fucking tea. It's on the top shelf for a reason. Fucking hell. Jesus, I can't be getting that. So what else can I offer in the fridge? Well, there's cranberry juice. No, that's been there since the last time I had constipation. I can't give that. No, I'm giving the shits. They'll think I'm shite, and they won't ever let me go back to the house again. Jesus. So you're going around the room and you're thinking,